First, tell your fans in Russia what is the right pronunciation of your band's name, please.
In a way, you have to remember that we have an accent as well. We don't speak neutral English, we've got accents ourselves, so to us it's Anaal Nathrakh. But, I don't know.
Americans say Anaal Nathrakh, but
yeah,
whatever.
In the film, we took it from a film, so in the original film it's Anaal Nathrakh, Anaal Nathrakh, Anaal Nathrakh. It's like that, so pick the bones out of it yourself.
So we're here on a cruise, on a ship. Is it your first cruise ever? Like, have you been as tourist before?
I never have. Mick has.
I've been on a cruise as just on vacation or whatever.
How was that?
It was just like this, but without the metal. So
Which wasn't the one you did in the Mediterranean, though?
Yeah, Mediterranean. It's cool. The best holidays you can do. Just fucking everything's there in it.
Personally, I think it's fucking ridiculous. I do.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a little bit sick. I find it mildly offensive.
That's what I would expect to hear from a metal artist.
Well, I don't know about a metal artist. The metal, generally speaking, hey everyone, heavy metal. Well, that kind of suits being on a boat, but me personally, I think it's decadent rubbish. By the same token, at the same time, I appreciate not everyone gets a chance to do this, and it's a dream for a lot of people, and I don't want to sound ungrateful. And it is beautiful, you get to go to paradise, but something in the back of my head is just going, nah.
Playing the show is a bit weird, I think. I mean, when I came, I was with my wife, and totally different thing, because you're like romantic, whatever. But if you're playing a metal show, it's a bit weird. You're fucking playing on the stage and in the middle of the ocean, blast beats. Come on, everyone! Doing the fucking jacuzzi. Bit weird, bit strange.
So you told that it's kind of weird to be in this set of the bands that are more like classic metal, the thrash metal, the melodic metal, and stuff like.
These people do the Barge to Hell as well. That would really be our home in terms of the lineup. But we're not the only people here. There's Immolation and Inquisition and Nile and stuff.
I think we are the odd one out on this tour.
Yeah.
On the tour, fucking cruise, but
it feels like a tour, doesn't it?
Yeah. But that's good though, I think. Because we're the most weird, fucking psychotic, crazy, weird band.
Speaking of festivals and touring and stuff like that, this is probably one of the most luxury locations that you've ever played. What was the shittiest one?
Oh, fuck. What was that fucking dump in Slovakia or somewhere?
Yeah, we played a place in Slovakia. It wasn't actually a venue. There were no signs outside. It was just in the middle of some housing estate where it looked like people got shot for a laugh. And then the hotel that we went to on the night was a building site somewhere with drug addicts
wasn't
around.
A building.
Yeah, they hadn't finished it.
Shit poking out.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't even a door on some of the rooms.
No, so our tour manager in the room he was in, he stuck a chair under the door handle at night because people on glue outside and stuff. So
it's cool though.
But yeah,
I liked it,
I thought it was fun.
But the gig was good.
We made an amplifier explode, so yeah, the gig must have been good. But it's not as if you say what's the shittest and this is the most luxury and all that kind of thing. We kind of don't see it that way. Just because it's a place where people have no money or it doesn't look pretty or whatever it is, that doesn't make it a bad thing as far as we're concerned. And just because this place has waiters everywhere and room service, that doesn't make it a good thing. It's good or bad based on the experience you have there, not what it looks like.
We still play the same. We still play the same thing. If it was here or wherever, we still do the same thing when we play. It's just the surroundings can be better or shit. But we always fucking just we don't give a fuck really. We played in Maryland Death Fest in where the fuck is it? It's in Maryland, but in America.
Maryland is the clue.
And we went out the front for a fucking walk around, and some man got shot
Yeah,
Dead?
there's a dead guy on the floor. Yeah.
It's like, cool, let's go back inside.
Yeah. But still, that wasn't necessarily. Oh, it was bad to see a guy that was shot, but it wasn't necessarily a bad shot. It's all just it's experience to us.
What is it that you do on your holidays? Do you just go back home, or do you go elsewhere?
Actually, if I go on holiday, I go somewhere where there's no people or few people, so I can sit and read a book or something like that.
Where might that be in your case?
Well, not at home, because it's kind of I do that every day at home. So, but usually somewhere in the UK, somewhere cheap is probably the most important thing. But then, but Mick's answer would be slightly different because he lives in California in the first place. So that's where people go on holiday.
Well, you came to my place for record the album. That's like a vacation again.
Yeah, that was a holiday, really.
We normally just go where there's some beer. Could be anywhere. Doesn't really matter, man.
It's more of a mindset than a geographical thing, I think.
There are bands that don't travel as much. There's Dark Throne that never did concerts. You, as far as I can understand, you started touring not so long ago, more extensively than before, whatsoever.
It depends. It depends what shows come up, because people, especially fans, I think they have an idea in their head that it's a matter of choice for bands where they play. It doesn't quite work like that. I mean, we haven't played that many times in Germany, for example, so there are people in Germany saying, oh yeah, but you don't want to come here. It's not quite how it works. You get offers for shows, some of them are good, some of them are bad, But I would rather keep it so it's a little bit special. I wouldn't want to be in Napalm Death. And I think they're superb, and I don't have a bad word to say about them, but they play every fucking day, all the time. And it's got to get boring after. Don't you reckon? It'd be boring if you're doing it every day all year.
Yeah.
It would, man. And you don't want it to be boring. You don't want it to be a day job. It's got to be a special thing when you do it.
Have a day job?
For years. And for like 8 years or something. I just got the time off work to do it all the time. But what happened with me was I lost my job because I was made redundant because the company changed. But it's very difficult to get another job that would allow you to do touring and things. You might have a job before you start, and you have an understanding with your boss or something, and they'll give you time off if you need it. But if you lose your job, to find another job that will let you do that, it's impossible, pretty much.
I think people get the wrong idea as well. A lot of how much bands actually make.
You'd be surprised how far up the ladder you need to be to make a lot of money.